This is a most significant day. Your Excellency, Bishop McDonald, and Your Honor, Mayor Sarno, Paul Ford, the regional head of FEMA, which has been a terrific partner along the way. And I think that we're reminded today, as I have noted previously, that there is opportunity in crisis. And one cannot begin to imagine the city of Springfield without Cathedral High School. For 130 years, Cathedral High School offered hope and aspiration first to the immigrant classes and then to succeeding generations seeking opportunity and success. Cathedral quickly became a magnet for academic and athletic achievement, and a shout out to that Cathedral hockey team today. We also, I think on this occasion, in a very heartfelt way, offer a moment and word of gratitude to the Sisters of St. Joseph, who were lifelong friends to me and who staffed this school through difficult challenges and through great days, but always a beacon of light for all of us who sought their counsel. This is a moment of certainty. FEMA is here. The bishop, who has been very cerebral through this entire challenge, but always reassuring and insisting to me in private conversation, I want to rebuild on that site. And also to point out, I think that something else that's terribly important here today, and that is arithmetic is very stubborn. And nothing could be done until the final award from FEMA through the federal government. You can't make numbers up in this sort of business. But there's another challenge, I think, as well that awaits us, and it's a requisite challenge, and that is for the Cathedral family to build an endowment that is worthy of the esteemed reputation of this high school. We know how much through letters to the editor and public commentary they told everybody how much they loved Cathedral. Now's their chance to like it. And just I close here to thank the mayor as well. He was a strong partner all along the way and a great advocate for the citizens of Springfield once again. So lastly, the personal satisfaction, the psychic gratification that I would derive at this moment, being able to have gone to tech to help put this agreement together for the people and family of Cathedral High School. It's an honor for me to always introduce the Bishop of the Diocese of Springfield, Bishop Timothy McDonald.
God be praised. Those three words, I'll add three more. Patience, gratitude, and trust. Patience, first of all, because it's been a long haul from the tornado of June 1st, 2011 until today. It's taken patience and persistence to reach this happy occasion. Aesop's fable of the tortoise and the hare reminds us that slow but steady wins the race. In other words, be patient. The long negotiations we had to endure with our insurance carrier to reach a settlement took patience. And following that, the discussions with FEMA patiently followed. Some people pushed for a faster outcome. But if we had not been patient, we wouldn't have had today's announcement. The insurance settlement partially covered Our Lady of Mount Carmel Church, St. Jude Mission Church, the retired priest residence, St. Michael's Academy Preschool, St. Michael's Academy Middle School, and Cathedral High School. Today's FEMA announcement is specific to St. Michael's Academy Preschool, St. Michael's Academy Middle School, and Cathedral High School. We now have the brick and mortar funds to rebuild here on Surrey Road, and so we shall. And that leads me to my second point, gratitude. I'm grateful to Congressman Neal for being with us today, for the support and encouragement he provided during this long process, and for his own patience in seeing it through. I'm grateful to all of those who worked on behalf of the diocese to reach the insurance settlement and to meet day in and day out so that we could reach a satisfactory conclusion to our FEMA request. I'm grateful to all those who were patient with us and never lost hope. I'm grateful to all who persisted with us, to all who helped in the negotiations, to FEMA and MEMA personnel on the federal and state levels, to Mayor Sarno and city officials, and particularly to the St. Michael's Academy and Cathedral High School families who stood with us throughout and had the patience to wait. Thank you. And that leads me to my third point, trust. While there are specific requirements and regulations involved with the restoration and construction that we're now ready to undertake, the real future of Cathedral High School is being entrusted to those who benefited from it in the past. The building will go up. More important than the building, however, are the students yet to enter its halls. I'm trusting those who have benefited from a cathedral education in the past to ensure that students for generations to come will be able to afford a Cathedral High School education. I'm trusting alumni and friends of Cathedral to ensure that financial aid for tuition and scholarships will be available for the future. The insurance proceeds and the FEMA funds are designated for brick and mortar. They can't be used for tuition, scholarships, or financial aid. To ensure the student body of such assistance in the future, the Cathedral High School Tuition Endowment Fund has been established. It's a sign of trust, and one I'm especially grateful for, that Michelle and Don DeMoore have already made a tremendous gift to start that fund. I'm asking now that the Cathedral family and friends join in so that we can provide any student who wishes to attend Cathedral financial aid as needed. I trust you can do it. I trust you will do it. The future of the building is assured. The future of the student body is in your hands. Go Panthers!
The exact award from FEMA from the federal government, and we're going to hear from Paul Ford in a couple of minutes, is $39 million. And I think that that needs to be acknowledged on this occasion. Mayor Sarno's been a great partner and a great friend, as I noted a few moments ago. Worked with him time and again through private meetings in the Chancery, went back and forth. He sought advice regularly. And today, I think that he's probably the happiest guy in the city of Springfield, Mayor Dominic Sarno.
To Bishop McDonald, Congressman Neal, Sheriff Ash, Mr. Ford, Director Ford from FEMA, to Dr. Southworth, Principal Miller, Principal Dougal, I not only stand before you as mayor of our city of Springfield, but I stand before you as a parent with children, my oldest Cassandra at Cathedral High School, and my youngest Karina, Kiara at St. Michael's Academy. And I really want to thank the patience and the resiliency of the Cathedral family, the students, family, staff, the residents of East Forest Park. But I also really want to give a shout out to Congressman Neal, who has been a true friend to the city of Springfield. His efforts, we met many a times with Bishop McDonald and his people, our city people, but his efforts, once a mayor, always the heart of a mayor, and he's always bringing home the bacon for his district, especially Springfield. So let's give the congressman a round of applause. To Bishop McDonald, business acumen is important, patience is important, and staying steadfast to what Cathedral is looking for. I want to commend the bishop for his efforts, because dealing with FEMA, and my team has dealt with FEMA for more than a few years, and some of them are in the crowd right now. It's very methodical, very tedious work, but in the end, it came to fruition. But I also have to say, Bishop, we're in the advent of Lent, It doesn't hurt to have a little divine intervention, so thank you for that. Cathedral has a storied tradition, not only academically, but athletically. It has been a stronghold in East Forest Park in the city of Springfield. And to have this now moving forward to be rebuilt, and again, as Congressman Neal had indicated, and I remember Governor Patrick, as we stood maybe a week out after the tornado, the General Edwards Bridge, the triangle there, you know, with storm clouds comes opportunity, and with adversity comes character. And I know there's been some trying times, but we are now moving forward with Cathedral High School and St. Michael's Academy. I think the bishop call for the endowment and tuition is important, and I commend individuals such as Donald and Michelle Demore and others who are coming forward. But to all the storied alumni out there, many who are famous throughout the world and some who go by their day-to-day chores, the shovel will now go in the ground. So that now means that we must come forward financially to continue to help Cathedral move forward. This is a great day in the city of Springfield as we continue to rebuild after the tornado, bigger, better, and stronger. Again, I thank Bishop McDonald, Congressman Neal, all the families, all the individuals who worked behind the scenes, maybe not doing all the sexy work or announcements we're making today, but it was because of all your efforts we now move forward. God bless you all. Thank you so much.
I want to make sure that Mike Ash is recognized here, who's also been a terrific friend, and you're never in his midst or company when he doesn't mention the very happy years he had at Cathedral High School. Now it's a pleasure for me to introduce Paul Ford, who is the acting regional administrator of FEMA. This gives me a chance to point out something that is often lost in the day-to-day skirmishes that you've all been witnessing. These are seasoned professionals that do this work. The idea that we were going to guess a number and then apply it to the taxpayer was preposterous, because the same people that would be advocating for that would then be saying, when the bill came due, why hadn't they not been more vigilant in overseeing the expenditure? So frequently they're caught in the crossfire of these battles, but they're accountable to the Office of Management and Budget that eventually goes through the numbers with them as well. I've had a chance to work with FEMA because it's been a brutal climate of weather across America for the last 3 years. But it also highlights something that they do that's essential to the conversation, and it goes like this. They are representative of what we know as the national principle. And if there are forest fires in Alabama, we don't say it's Alabama. We say they're members of the American family. And when there's flooding in Missouri, we say they're members of the American family. And when there's mudslides in California, they're members of the American family. You're not singled out based on how you voted in the last election. You're not singled out whether you're in a red state or you're in a blue state. You're singled out after a careful assessment of need and due diligence. Paul Ford, like the rest of the FEMA family, they are representative of the men and women who staff those positions every single day to the benefit of all of us across America. Paul Ford.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Congressman. Thank you, Bishop McDonald and Mayor Sano, and the citizens of Springfield for inviting us to be here today. In particular, I want to thank you for your patience as we've worked, as the Congressman said, through the numbers to try to get to the best possible outcome that we could for the city of Springfield and Cathedral High School, St. Michael's, and St. Michael's Kindergarten as well. Secondly, I'd like to say how pleased I am to see that we are in a position here where the recovery is a little bit unique. As a result of Hurricane Sandy, there's been new legislation that's been put forth, and as a result of that, I think that the city of Springfield and Cathedral High School and the other parochial schools here have the result is that there's the betterment of the amount of money that was made available for them. You know, I think one of the things that people look at is, you know, when can we get it? And they want it yesterday. And I don't blame them for wanting it yesterday, because the bottom line is that people have suffered. But the best outcome that we could have is the amount of money that we'd be able to bring to the table to be able to support the reconstruction here. Today marks an important milestone. We have the community here to rebuild Cathedral High School, St. Michael's Academy Middle School, and St. Michael's Kindergarten, and we want to do it in an efficient and effective manner. Under the Sandy Recovery Improvement Act's alternative procedures, we are able to come up with a fixed price, as opposed to being able to figure it out and throw dots at the wall and figure it out that way. And then again, as the Congressman said, we're accountable to the Office of Management and Budget. So those are the kind of things that we have to live with as we go through the process. A couple of other things that we were able to bring to the table here was, as the process went through, we were able to provide funding for the documented and contents of equipment of the school to be replaced, the emergency site safety and security as well, and the temporary facilities for them to continue with the Catholic education that they've been getting. I am very pleased to be part of this collaborative effort between the partners to get to this point. We worked together to get a temporary school, and now we're going to move forward to demolish the old school and build a new school to make sure that we maintain the legacy of Cathedral High School. And I'm sure that it's a very, very proud day for all the people from Springfield that have been involved with this school for some 130 years, as the Congressman indicated. Finally, FEMA has been involved in overall in a community-wide recovery from the tornado of 2011 since that period of time. And irrespective of the money that we've brought to the table today, we've also had for the past 3 years been able to bring up to $35 million for the community of Springfield for individual assistance and public assistance for your recovery. I think it's a testament to the people who are here, the dedication that has gone through this, and I really, really look forward to, when the school is built, hopefully having an invite to come back and see it in its new state. Thank you very much.
Certainly a shout out to Councilor Allen and Councilor Ashton is here as well, and former Councilor Foley. We should be checking on whether or not he paid the kids last round of bills here. I'll tell you.